My name is Dr. Elias Ward. I used to be a detective, chasing shadows in the living world. Now, as a coroner, I uncover the truths left behind in the quiet of death. Tonight, the file on my desk holds a name that once echoed across the globe. Diana, Princess of Wales. The case file is deceptively simple. Car crash, Paris, 1997. A straightforward tragic accident. But the moment her body arrived, shrouded in sterile white, I felt that old detective's instinct stir. This was no ordinary collision. Her pulse was gone, her skin as pale and cold as porcelain. But it was the bruises, a constellation of purple and blue across her delicate frame, that spoke volumes. They were a roadmap of her final violent moments, and they told a story far more complex than just a car hitting a pillar. My examination began under the harsh, unforgiving light of the autopsy suite. The injuries were severe, just as the report suggested. Multiple rib fractures, signs of significant internal bleeding. But the fatal blow was subtle, a silent assassin hidden deep within. A tear in her left pulmonary vein. This is what ultimately claimed her life. It wasn't an instantaneous death. It was slow, a gradual bleed out. As I traced the path of the injury, a thought haunted me. If the ambulance had been faster, if they had reached her just a little sooner, could she have been saved? It's a question that hangs in the sterile air, a ghost of what might have been. The what-ifs in this line of work are the heaviest burdens to carry. The details surrounding her final moments are as unsettling as the injuries themselves. Photographers, drawn to the chaos like moths to a tragic flame, arrived on the scene before the medics, before help. Her last words, whispered in confusion and fear, echo in my mind. Oh my God, what's happened? Can you imagine? The disorientation, the pain, the flashing lights not of help, but of cameras. That cry for understanding still lingers here, in the quiet of this room. I've sifted through every report, every document, every wild conspiracy theory that has sprung up in the years since. The seatbelt debate, the driver's condition, the relentless pursuit by the paparazzi. But here, beneath this cold clinical light, the truth has no agenda. It has no politics. There is only anatomy and the undeniable laws of physics. Her heart was strong. The heart that had captured the world with its compassion was physically robust. Her blood was royal, carrying the legacy of a monarchy, but no title, no lineage, can protect you from the brutal reality of impact. Metal met flesh at over 100 kilometers per hour. That's a force the human body is simply not designed to withstand. The intricate, delicate systems that keep us alive are no match for that kind of violent, sudden stop. It's a stark reminder that beneath the titles and the tiaras we are all fragile. The princess, the humanitarian, the mother. In that tunnel, she was simply a person subjected to forces beyond her body's limits. As I prepare to close the file, my reflection stares back at me from the polished steel of the autopsy table. For a moment, I see her not as the icon on magazine covers, but as a woman whose life was defined by a kindness that transcended her royal status. She reached out to people in a way that protocol and tradition never could. And a profound thought settles in my mind. The world didn't just lose royalty that night in Paris. It lost a powerful source of compassion. It lost kindness itself. The official report is complete, the cause of death certified. Case closed. The final report, Princess Diana. Yet, even now her final bewildered question whispers in the back of my mind. Oh my God, what's happened? Thank you for joining me on this examination. If you find these explorations of history's most compelling cases intriguing, please consider subscribing for more.